Hello YouTube. I want to make this video, tell you guys about my paranormal experiences, like seeing ghosts, interactions with ghosts, because a lot of people like me have encountered ghosts a lot in their life, so people seem to think that we're pulling stuff out of our ass. I also want to make this video as an open invitation to make responses to my video, because I promise I don't think you're crazy. Just come out, I guess, of the ghost seeing closet, make a response or something. Most of us won't think you're crazy. Some of us will. Well, some people will, but fuck them. So, I'm gonna start off with mine. It's part of a series I want to do on the paranormal. I'm also writing a book on it. No idea when that's going to be released. So, I keep pressing my tablet because I went on Google Docs and made a list. So the earliest I can remember paranormal. Back in the late 90s, I was a toddler. Early 2000s, and in my old home there was my room, and it was like a bungalow, so it was like in this weird mini hallway. So there's a doorway adjacent to the bathroom doorway in that same hallway, but my room was right to the left, and my parents' like computer office room was adjacent to that. So basically what would happen every few months was I would be playing with toys. I always loved playing with my action figures on my dresser. I don't know why. It was more flat surface. I liked having them stand up and stuff. My door was always open, and this computer room was always open. The door. I always left my Lincoln Logs in that room. And then, every once in a while, my parent... let me clarify. I am the only child. My parents were never around that room at the time that this stuff would happen. It wouldn't happen late at night, but it would happen in the evening. And a lot of people would say, well, what if your grandma was fucking around with you? Well, my grandma was still in Florida at the time. Yeah, my grandma lives with me, but she was in Florida at the time. So basically what would happen is every few months, these, something, I never caught a glimpse of it, not to my knowledge, but something would always chuck Lincoln Logs at my head. I'm not making this up. It hurt really bad. Something would always throw Lincoln Logs at me. Whip them. Like, I'm talking like, bam. Throw. And I'd tell my mom, and she'd laugh at me, and I would cry so hard. Because she didn't believe me. Also, another weird thing that happened around this time is there was this statue of a basset hound, and in all my dreams, this basset hound would come and kill me. It would, like, literally rip me to shreds. And this happened every night. This wasn't like, oh, every once in a while. This was like every night for like a year. I would have these dreams about this basset hound statue killing me. I don't know if like some ghost possessed that object or something in my dreams, but yeah. In 2006, I was a 9-year-old. In the summer of 2006, I started studying ghosts, but it wasn't like studying, it was like learning about it. why are they ghosts? What are ghosts? That type of stuff. I was easily scared by it because, you know, you're always told that these things are crazy and can possess you, and so I was really scared. I felt like I was being watched one day. I went to go brush my teeth, and for a split second, this thing in the mirror, I'm sorry, this light's probably pissing you off, but in the upper left-hand corner of the mirror at my old house, the same bathroom, it was like in the, kind of like touching the ceiling of the shower, or the bathtub. And, if it was for a split second, it was completely smoky and black, and it looked like it had like a really sorrowful face on it, and I fucking freaked out. The next one happened the next summer when I was 10. I went on a Gettysburg trip with my aunt, my grandfather, and my step-grandmother, but she's pretty much my grandma. Not the same one that lives with me. So in July 2007, I went to Gettysburg, and ironically during a Ghosts of Gettysburg tour, I saw a transparent little boy playing with what appeared to be a ball, like a soccer ball. He was kicking this round object around. It was also transparent. It wasn't like clear. You ever see like Return of the Jedi and the Jedi ghosts? The transparency looked like that. It looked like a blue kind of see-through ghost. Later, at that same trip, I saw a ghost wandering around. I want to get the name of the site correct. Hold on. Yeah, Devil's Den. It's basically just a rocky, jagged place. And if you've been to West Virginia, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, you know that it's just, and at Devil's Den, it's just a giant heap of giant rocks, and they're all like gapped and stuff, and you have to jump, literally just jump across to get to the next rock. I saw one wandering, if you know, like the entrance to Devil's Den, like the wooded area, I saw one wandering at that gate, but you know what I mean. And then when I got in legal trouble in 2011, and then it went into early 2012, I saw a series of, like, I don't know, because I was reading a lot about aliens and I was scared, so I don't know if I was, like, getting, like, weird, minute schizophrenic type symptoms, but I would see, like, little 2-foot tall humanoid figures. Like, if I look into this mirror, there's a mirror right here, for like a fraction of a second, I'd see like one, like this chair, like it'd just be behind the chair, and I fucking freaked out and slept in my parents' room for like a month. It took a while. Like, I wouldn't sleep in this room for a while. And then probably my most vivid memory of a ghost the most raw, the most intense interaction I've ever had with a ghost. I actually think it was a shadow person. Because it was, I gotta describe this first. It was probably 6.5 feet tall. It was black, but it had like embossed edges to its body. It wasn't like a solid silhouette. Tiny ass red eyes. Only thing that you could really spot on this thing. It kind of looked like it was wearing old Western clothes, because I live actually in a renovated barn, but I live in the Midwest. It looked like it was wearing like cowboy attire. And I was sleeping in the living room that night. It was about 3:30 in the morning. And I was about to go to bed, but I was sweating like a motherfucker. To mimic the motions, it was like walking like this, like it was like crouched down and stuff. I don't know why. And it went around the doorway from the kitchen to the living room. And it looked, oh, I'm sorry about that. It looked right at me. And I don't know if it's just intense like adrenaline rush that went through me, or if it did something to me. But it felt like I licked the strongest 9-volt battery in the world. Like this electric shock just ripped through my body, out through all my limbs. It started with my tongue, like, pew, and it just like spread out. My body was like itching so hard. I didn't know what to do, so I threw a blanket over my head and stayed awake for probably 2 hours straight with this blanket over me. There wasn't much I think I could have done. It was just those red eyes. Oh my god, it was like a white red. I'll never forget that. I think about it nearly every day. So those are my paranormal experiences. I'm not making any of these up. If you see this, feel free to either comment your experiences, but it'd be probably much more appreciated if you made a video. I think we need to end this movement of, oh, you're just a fucking crazy person seeing shit and you're off your rocker. This is some real shit that happened to me. And I get pissed off when people tell these people that, oh, you need some meds or something. No, these are real, encounters we've had. We're not making this up. We're not seeing stuff. We weren't under any influence of drugs. So yeah. Post or make a video. Subscribe. I'm going to have more on the topic of the paranormal. Peace out, YouTube. Stay cool.